What is up, you guys? It's Reptiworks Aquatics. Well, I'm back with another video, another update on my animals, and also, as you can probably tell from the title, I've got a couple of new snakes I want to show for you guys. But before we get into that, I want to also update you guys on this little fella and on my jungle jag, which I will get to in a second. For those of you who saw my last video, you probably saw it was labeled Think Bearded Dragon project or something. Basically, I purposely bought this bearded dragon, which was quite aggressive, with the intention of taming him down to show that you can tame but you can tame most lizard species down to be friendly again. Well, it's been, gosh, I don't know, a couple months since my last video, maybe 2 months, 3 months, I can't remember, to be honest, it's been ages. But here he is again, and I will say he's tamed down really well. He's not perfect yet. Like, for those of you who saw the last video, you saw the level he was at. He was really nervous and he would open his mouth up and run away. Now, I'd say, I wouldn't say he's at 100%. He's maybe, like before he was maybe a 10 or a 20%. Now he's about 70, 80, so he's improved quite a lot. He no longer runs away when I put my hand in the tank, nor does he open his mouth up. He'll eat out of my hand, he'll let me hold him like this. I can touch him and pat him. I can pat him on the head there. I couldn't do that before. Before, when I'd pat him on the head, he would either open his mouth up and eventually he'd try to bite. But now he just kind of lets me do it. And yeah, he's gotten used to the sound of my voice, talking near him before. You probably noticed in my first video with him, when I was doing this, basically, me talking near him would freak him out, the sound of my voice would freak him out, my hand movements near him would freak him out. Now he's a lot more used to it. He still occasionally gets a little scared if I catch him off guard, if I do something that surprises him, but generally he's much better. I feel a lot more comfortable now handling him, knowing that he's not going to freak out and bite or run away, and I'm actually comfortable enough to let other people hold him now. In the past, people might have wanted to hold him. I wouldn't let them because I was worried he would bite them or he'd run away. I'm more comfortable letting people hold him now because I can just see that he's gotten a lot better. So, and he's honestly just improving every week. So yeah, just my little update on this guy before we get into the other animals. I've also thought of a name too. So his name's now Chewy, and yeah, that's basically that. I just wanted to show you guys this guy and just let you guys know on his progress in case anyone was curious. I'll update you guys on my jungle jag now as well, because that's another one that you saw in my last couple of videos and you haven't seen him since, so we'll get into that one now. Okay, so this is that little jungle jag I had in my last couple of videos. I suppose he's grown a little bit. I mean, he's definitely gotten fatter since I got him, that's for sure. I wouldn't say he's gotten too much longer, but they're not an overly large type of python, so they're not going to grow as fast as, say, a coastal python would, or even a diamond. But he's doing really well. He eats like an absolute champ. I mean, when I first got him, feeding him was a little difficult. But I've got him feeding, now he eats really well. He's still aggressive. You can see he's lining up my hand right now to bite. That is expected. Like, he's still way too small to be taming down yet. I don't expect him to start getting friendly until he's at least double this size, if not even triple. They're just a notoriously snappy hatchling, so that's fine. That's no problem. His biting doesn't really bother me, doesn't hurt. But yeah, he's doing really well. He's been quite good now because he's actually quite cold at the moment. Normally he's really feisty, but the weather's kind of cool now, so yeah. And I've decided to name this guy Bailey as well, mainly because his colour reminds me of Bailey's. So yeah, he's doing really well. He actually didn't eat his last meal though. I only just discovered that I fed him yesterday. and he was technically eating it, I guess. He'd wrapped around it, but I just went to get him now and I looked in his tank and there's a dead pinky mouse in there. So I guess someone didn't want his last meal, but that's fine. I mean, the weather is cooling down. It's expected that he's not going to want to eat as much, so that's all good. But yeah. Alright, enough of that. You've seen this guy, you've seen the Beardy on their updates. How the Beardy has definitely improved a lot. This guy is still quite snappy. I mean, there he goes right there, biting. But yeah, I'll pop him back and we'll get into the new snakes. Alright, so new snake number 1 is this guy here. This happens to be a Darwin Carpet. This particular one is an albino Darwin Carpet. I've had him for about a week now. I didn't make this video right when I got him. I was just kind of busy, but I've had him about a week, and he's doing really well. I mean, he's already been fed since I've had him, and yeah, he eats really well. So these are a great little snake. Darwin Carpets get between 6 foot and 7 foot, and as the name suggests, they are native to Darwin. They're found in mainly the eucalyptus forests and in, I think, sandstone structures, I think it is as well, but mostly the eucalyptus forests. They're also found in residential areas in people's houses, like in their roofs and stuff, so they're a very common snake in that area. They're also very common in the hobby in Australia. They're very easy to care for. With all the different species of pythons we can keep, these guys are on the more common / easier level, so they're a great snake to start with. And yeah, like, they're a very placid, laid-back snake. This guy's not even slightly aggressive. In comparison to that little jungle jag I was just holding, he is a completely different animal with his temperament. He will change colour a bit too. Like, at the moment he's more of a tan colour. As he gets bigger he'll turn yellow, because, you know, he is an albino. And just have a Google, you know, albino Darwin Carpets, and you'll see the yellow colour I'm referring to. They're a very bright yellow colour, and that will come with this guy as he grows bigger. But yeah, the sex of this snake is unknown at the moment. He is too young to probe to determine his sex, so I've got to wait till he gets a little bigger before I can do that. Probing a hatchling at this size can damage them, so you don't really want to do that. But yeah, he is just a little cutie, and I plan on getting one more of these down the track. I actually plan on getting back into breeding, so that is why I'm buying these snakes now. The other new snake I bought, which I'll show you in a sec, I plan on getting another one as well with that species to breed. The same reason I got the jungle jag. I'm hunting down for a jungle carpet, which I possibly will have one lined up to get soon. And then I just want to get partners for each of the species I'm currently getting, and hopefully by next spring I can start breeding. So yeah, that will be fun, and there'll be way more reptile videos for me to upload for you guys to watch as well. Yeah, I will show you the next snake I've bought now. Okay, you guys, check out this absolute gorgeous little fella. This is obviously a diamond python. It's a little different to your standard diamond python though. It is what's known as a rosette diamond python. The difference is the patterning. Normal diamonds have a much larger white diamond sort of patterning going through their scales, but the rosettes, as you can see, very little, hang on, he's going to try to get on the camera, very little speckles instead. Where you go? He's tail print. So yeah, this guy's about 4 foot long. Really tame. Very active though, he does like to climb. But yeah, these are a great species for people as well to start with. They are very placid by nature. Hatchling diamonds rarely ever bite. Their feeding response is really good. They're very easy to get feeding, and their feeding response isn't ridiculously aggressive like some species too. So for people who are beginners, who are not used to dealing with a snake's feeding response, these are good, because they'll quite happily take the food from the tongs without too much drama. They're not going to be finicky and not want to eat to start with. And on the other end of the scale, they're not going to be overly aggressive and fly out of the tank at you like some snakes do and just accidentally bite you because they're so excited about the food. These guys are really calm, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I Sorry. Excuse me. I took a video of this guy the other day when I fed him for the first time, and I'll play that video for you shortly to show you what I mean by their feet. They're very easy to feed with minimal drama. So yeah, this guy's a male, so I'm currently on the hunt for a female, whether it's another rosette or just a standard diamond or a yellow phase diamond. I don't really care. Just want a female so I can breed this guy. The only drawback to keeping diamonds, there's one thing that does differ them from other pythons, is the UV receptors in their skin are different than pretty much most other pythons. They do need the UV light. Other pythons not so much, because most breeders who breed pythons on a large scale keep them in those drawers, in those snake tubs. That's what I do as well for pretty much almost all of my snakes, except a couple that are in display tanks, including this guy, because he does need UV light. He can't survive in a snake box with no UV. You get about 2 years max before you start getting problems with them, and they need UV light. So when they're hatchlings for the first 2 years, it's not as important, but then after that you've got to get them under UV. But these are one of the few pythons that do have that requirement. So yeah, but I am really happy with this guy. There you go. I didn't even plan on getting him, to be honest. I originally just went to buy the albino Darwin and paid for that, was ready to leave. And then yeah, I was shown this guy and I couldn't say no, because diamonds are getting hard to get, at least at shops. I mean, private breeders may have them sometimes, but it's kind of, some do, some don't, and it's kind of random. You just gotta be lucky. There's only 2 big shops in the area here that do snakes on a large enough scale to actually, you know, go there and have a decent amount of species to choose from. And they never seem to have diamonds. They have children's and spotteds and all different types of carpets, but never really diamonds. Just don't see them in the shops anymore. I don't know why. So when I saw this guy, I had to get him. It was just, I haven't seen a diamond for sale in so long. So, and he is absolutely gorgeous. I love him so much. He is so nice, and I just love the temperament. Like, he's actually very similar to my coastal carpet with his temperament, but better. Like, for those who've seen videos of my big coastal, like, yeah, he's tame and he's handleable, but he's a decent sized unit. I mean, for a carpet python, and he gets a bit temperamental sometimes. He does get a bit hissy, and yeah, where this guy is just really placid, and yeah. But I really like the markings on him as well. So, and yeah, diamonds are native to Eastern and South Australia. I'm from New South Wales and they are native here. So yeah, even though I'm native here, I've only ever seen them once in the wild, so they're not the most common thing, at least not in my area. I mean, I'm near bushland, I've only ever found 1 diamond in the wild, so they're not easy to find even in their native area. Diamond pythons are an arboreal species. Like most carpet snakes, they do love to climb. When I first got this guy home, actually I was holding him, trying to take a photo with him. I have a ceiling fan in my room just above my head. It was off, thankfully, because it's cold now. Within a few seconds of holding him, he just went up onto my head and up, stretched up, got onto the fan and just wrapped himself around it. And it was fun trying to get him off that. So I've learned not to hold him standing up, because he gets up onto the fan. So that's one thing he does, my coastal carpet doesn't do. So yeah, very similar snakes, but completely different temperament. But this is one I do plan on breeding as well, when I can find a partner for him. I mean, if this was a female, that would be ideal, because I could cross it with my coastal, but they're both males obviously, so I can't do that. So yeah, I gotta buy another snake. But I'm getting there. I mean, I'm kind of maxed out at the moment for snakes. I've got 7 snakes in total now. None of which are ready to breed yet because they're all different species. Or the ones that I could potentially, crossbreed, they're both males or they're both females. So, or they're too young. So I still have a few more snakes I got to accumulate, I suppose. But hopefully by this spring I will be done. For now I'm maxed out for what I can keep with my space limits here. But that will change soon. I want to build a snake rack that's bigger than my current one that can house larger snakes and more snakes. That's what I'm going to be doing next. Once that's done, then I'll start buying the partners that I'm going to pair off with the snakes I currently own and start breeding. So that will be fun. Anywho, I will pop this guy back. I will quickly show you guys that feeding video of him as well. Righty guys, well that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed my video. Before I go, could you guys do me a couple favours? Can you please like and comment to my videos and subscribe to my channel? I would be much appreciated. Thank you for watching and see you all in the next video. Peace.
Don't make me tell you again.